for our cool down, before you start this cool down, after you've done your stands, you can help your dogs by just giving them a quick walk round. Okay, so if you're doing it in your spare room like I am here, then a walk around the room once in each direction will be really helpful. If you're outside, just walk around the garden once. That walking just helps bring everything back to normal. It helps everything, all the muscles that maybe have stretched a bit, start bringing themselves back into the right position, helps heart rate go back to normal again, etc, etc. So do that first, and then we're going to finish off with a nice stretch from your dogs here, hopefully. So what we're going to do is a nice head stretch. So we want your dog standing or sitting, it doesn't matter really which position they're in. Treat on the nose, and we're going to just bring the head down to one position or the other. So I'll see if I can do that with them back to you. So head down to here. So again, I'm using a treat to bribe. There's a good boy. Good. Good. Okay, my hand's there just to stop him from spinning, because he knows how to do lots of twists and spins. Another way you can do it is if your dog knows how to target, hand target, nose touch, and you can actually use that as well. Okay, so I'm going to show you with Ripley. Stand still. Touch. It's there. Rippers, touch. Yes, good girl. Touch. Yes. Good. Touch. Touch. Yes, good girl. So I want her there for a second or two. Touch. And again. Good girl. And touch. Yay. Good girl. If your dog can only move their head to here, that's fine. Okay. Remember, these guys have been doing conditioning for years. Merlin's 8, he's been doing it all his life, okay? Ripley's 18 months, she's been doing it from the day I brought her home, all right? So they're very used to this exercise. They have got extremely good range of motion. They are really good at doing this. So don't worry if your dogs need a little bit of time to start developing those muscles. You can, if your dog keeps on spinning round, so as you're doing that, you keep getting turns like this, which is quite common. Another way, aside from either getting a sit first and getting a stretch, or just basically being in front of your dog so the bum can't turn. That's another way of doing it. Or if your dog knows how to do a peekaboo, then you can have them come between your feet and then ask them to look left and look right, and that should help the bum not to turn. So just to show you what that looks like, go around, quickly, peekaboo, find, good boy. Good boy. Okay, so that's another way of doing it, just by, again, I'm using treats to lure. Good. Good. So you start getting a bit of range of motion. You might then, get the treats out, go get it now. Go around peekaboo. You might then need to bring your dog slightly further forward to be able to get a bigger stretch at some point or another. Go around again. Good girl. So if they're here, they kind of go so far, bring them out a bit further, they can stretch that little bit more. Okay, hopefully you can see okay from there. So to finish up then, you've done a little walk round, just a 20-30 second bit of walking. Is there a tree under there? No. And then go into one of these static stretches, which is luring or using a hand target to get your dog's nose either to the shoulder or to the hip, or if they can just look slightly left and slightly right, absolutely fine at this stage. Again, you can ask them to do it a few times, so maybe sort of 5 or 6 repetitions of a full set, so it might be 5 or 6 to one side and 5 or 6 to the other. They don't need to stay there for ages. Do not physically put their head in that position. You're luring with food or a toy, or you're getting a nose target so they can reach as far as they can reach, and then that will be your session done for today. You can repeat the 3 sections that we've got for today. You can repeat them later on as well, so you can do it more than once. It's not going to take you very long. You're only going to need to set aside a few minutes, plus finding things to use, perhaps like your bottles for going around earlier. It's not going to take a huge amount of time. You can do it at the end of a walk, you can do it before a walk if you want to, do the cool down obviously after the walk at the end. So you can incorporate it into other things. If you're doing other training with your dog, you can incorporate that as well. That's entirely up to you. And then what you'll find in a couple of days is you'll get the next section with some new exercises, and then you can actually start adding to them, so you can have a couple of warm-ups, a couple of main exercises and a couple of cool downs if you want to. Okay, so any questions, always ask. Hope you've enjoyed the first day's worth of challenges for you, and myself, Merlin and Ripley will see you on the next videos.